Hello, Crest. Welcome to Crest's trivia quiz game, Mind Over Memory. We're getting ready for our second show of the 14th season of this wonderful quiz game here at Crest. My name is David Cuneo. I'll be the moderator of today's game. So we welcome you all. We are going to be challenging these contestants, their knowledge and their memory of events and their personal histories on a very broad variety of questions and topics here. So it's a very simple game. We hope you at home can follow along with us and play along too. Each team will be eventually given 24 questions in packets of 3. For each correct answer, they'll receive 20 points. If they have an incorrect answer, it'll be 10 points off. And if they pass a question or answered incorrectly, the question will then be offered to the other team for their knowledge on it too. And if the team gets all 3 questions in their packet correct, they'll receive a 10-point bonus. So let's see if we can introduce today's team. First, we'll start over here with the Scorpions on my right. To the far end would be Betty Phelps. In the middle, Courtney Alvey, who is the captain, and he will be giving the answers for the team. And on the inside here, Mrs. Alvey, Nancy Alvey are the 2. And on the other side will be my left here, the Crest Rovers. To the far end, Charles Harriman. In the middle will be Eunice Shanks. She'll be the team captain also, and will give the answers for the team. And last but not least here, Marcia Snyder will be in her St. Patrick's color dress today. So let's see if we can begin the game. Play along with us at home. See if you can answer these questions here. The first question today will go to the Scorpions, decided by a coin toss held a little earlier today. So, ready to go there, Scorpions. First question. What phrase follows in the song that begins with these lines? I want a girl just like the girl
that married dear old dad.
Yes, of course. We're on that too. Okay, your next question.
I used to sing that.
Did you? Don't do it now. We have John Gantz to do that. Okay, next question. 501, 505, 527, 550, 559, and 560 aren't just numbers. They are a few of what company's model numbers for the products that 2 mules couldn't pull apart.
We'll pass.
Pass on that? Okay. Rovers?
2 mules. He said 2 mules.
2 mules couldn't pull apart.
I think of is Barack, so
I thought that.
Don't answer it. Don't answer it.
No, I don't know.
You should know it.
No answer from them either, too? No. Some of you might be wearing them someday. Levi Strauss jeans. Model numbers, all those numbers I read out there. 500 and so forth and so forth.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I can remember the 500.
Okay, your next question then, last one of your packet. What famous 19th century English woman was nicknamed the Lady with the Lamp?
Florence Nightingale.
Florence Nightingale is correct on that too. So 20 points there. Okay, Rovers, your first question. What company originated the most popular and best-selling Oreo cookie?
Nabisco.
Nabisco, yes. Aren't they great? I love the double-stuffed chocolate. Okay. Where are we? Okay. Got to get the right question here. All right, here we go. What strong man-made fiber was created in 1935 and is derived from a polyamide resin?
Nylon. Nylon.
Nylon is correct on that too. And your last question. One-time radio actor Dick York played Billy Fairfield, best friend of what all-American boy?
Jack Armstrong.
Jack Armstrong, the all-American boy. Yes, correct on that. Just at the bell. Okay, Scorpions. Baseball fans remember New York Yankees pitcher Don Lawson's 1956 World Series perfect game against what team?
Pass.
Pass. Not a baseball fan.
I remember the perfect game, but I don't remember who he was against.
Any idea?
Because he was a former Oriole pitcher.
Pass.
Pass on that too? Okay. Brooklyn Dodgers. Back in 1956. I remember seeing on the final outs on television. Okay, back to the Scorpions. What is the alter ego name of comic book and movie superhero Peter Parker?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. How many billions of dollars did they get on that? Those movies? Okay, and the last one. What treacherous pirate in the novel Treasure Island has a pet parrot named Captain Flint?
Long John Silver.
Long John Silver is correct on that too. Okay, Rovers. What is the British equivalent of the American word gasoline?
Petrol.
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 Petrol is correct, right. Into what sports Hall of Fame was the legendary player George Mikan inducted in 1959?
Basketball.
Okay. Basketball.
Basketball. He's got a sports question here. Okay, and your third one here. Internationally, what Americans call the French and Indian War is known by what word? Internationally, what Americans call the French and Indian War is known by what name? No answer there? Don't remember your history?
We'll pass too.
Pass on that one. It's called the 7 Years' War,
Okay.
from 1756 to 1763. It changed the world for us. Britain got Canada and started the American Revolution. Okay, that brings us to our first little intermission here for a little short start. Right now the score is the Crest Rovers 110 and the Scorpions 80, but it's very early in the game, and so we'll pick it up in a few moments. Right now, let's pause for a few moments and have one of Crest's wonderful public service announcements.
Let's test your trivia skills. What natural disaster that occurred during Game 3 of the 1989 World Series postponed the series for 10 days? Is it A, an earthquake, B, a tornado, or C, a hurricane? We'll have the answer right after this break. Before the break, we asked you, what natural disaster that occurred during Game 3 of the 1989 World Series postponed the series for 10 days? Is it A, an earthquake, B, a tornado, or C, a hurricane? The answer is A, an earthquake.
Thank you and welcome back. I hope all of you at home were able to get that answer. Of course, they have a multiple choice, and so you had a choice of 1 or 3. The contestants here do not have that kind of choices here with our questions on the set here too. So let's see if we can start the second batch of questions here. The score once again, the Crest Rovers 110, the Scorpions 80. Very early though, many, many questions to go. Okay, Scorpions. Your first question in this batch. What is the name of the man who developed the famous ice resurfacing machine?
Zamboni.
Yes, Frank Zamboni. That's a real man, real person. Invented in the Zamboni Company, I understand, still makes the machines. What was the nickname given to the night of October 20th, 1973, when Richard Nixon fired Archibald Cox, Attorney General Richardson, and Deputy Attorney General Ruckelshaus?
I know that. I can't think of it. Pass.
Pass on that.
I know it. I'm going to hear it.
Rovers?
I'm going to take a guess, and I don't think it's right. Night of the Long Knives, that was Hitler's time, I think.
Yeah,
I
that
can't
was
really answer
later.
that. I can't give you an honest answer.
Pass.
No answer to that. You all remember it. You'll kick yourself on the Saturday Night Massacre.
Sure, of course.
Changed the whole history of the Nixon administration. He was on his way out after that.
Yeah.
With it. Okay,
I was thinking of that, but didn't know what it
Scorpions,
was
last question
called.
in this packet. Lusitania was the Roman name for what Western European country?
Germany.
No, that's not correct. Rovers?
What's the name of it again?
Lusitania.
Boat was in there, the boat. Pass.
Pass.
Passing. It's Portugal.
Portugal.
Portugal was Lusitania in the Roman times, in the Roman Empire.
Couldn't connect it.
Okay, Rovers. First question. The U.S. Attorney General heads what federal department?
Justice.
What?
Justice.
Justice Department.
Justice Department is correct. I wrote it. Okay, next one. In Shakespeare's play, The Merchant of Venice, what is the merchant's name?
Shylock. Shylock.
Okay. Shylock.
No, that's not correct. Wrong play. No, that's not the right play.
I can't think of it either.
No, it's
Keep that.
Antonio.
Okay.
Yes, Shylock was the moneylender. Yeah, on that too. Where are we? Okay, right over here. All right, here we go. Rovers. What Great Plains state has the presidentially named counties of Adams, Fillmore, Garfield, Grant, Hayes, Jefferson, Lincoln, Madison, Polk, and Washington? Counties.
Great Plains State.
Iowa.
No, that's not correct.
New Hampshire.
No, that's Great Plains State. It's Nebraska.
Nebraska.
New Hampshire's up in New England.
I had two or three of them that were in there, but not.
Okay, for the Scorpions. An Oklahoma turnpike is named for what humorist of the 1920s and 30s?
Repeat that, please.
An Oklahoma turnpike is named for what humorist of the 1920s and 30s? A humorist. Says funny things.
Bill Rogers.
Will Rogers.
Will Rogers, yes. Okay, Scorpions. In 1869, the Indiana Agricultural College in West Lafayette adopted what name to honor its benefactor?
Purdue.
Purdue is correct, yes, Purdue University.
He's an old Boilermaker, I think.
Charlie. What famous fast food restaurant chain was named for 8-year-old Melinda Lou Thomas?
I know that.
Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's.
Wendy's. Remember Dave Thomas in the commercials for Wendy's?
word
That was her father, and he named it after her. And that's correct on that too.
All the commercials they used to have.
Okay, Rovers. What insurer is located at number 1 Lime Street in London?
Lloyd.
Sure.
Lloyd's.
What do they call it? The House of Down? I know it. I can't pull it out.
It's not
The
Lloyd.
London Insurance
Lloyd's.
thing.
It's not Lloyd's.
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 London.
Lloyd's.
Lloyd's of
London, right? Just in time. Right. The 1,000-mile long river separating Texas and Oklahoma has what colorful name?
Red. Red River.
I don't know. Not exactly.
Red.
Red River is correct. You're working hard and almost to beat the clock. Red River. Author Earl Biggers created what fictional detective in 1923 to be the opposite of Asian villains such as Fu Manchu?
Charlie Chan.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Chan.
Charlie Chan is correct, and I believe they got all 3 correct, and so they get a bonus out of that too. Okay, back to the Scorpions. What newly acquired piece of land was Lewis and Clark sent to explore? What newly acquired piece of land was Lewis and Clark sent to explore?
Yeah.
Louisiana Purchase.
Right, easy for me to see. That is correct. For what U.S. sculptural wonder is artist Gutzon Borglum best known?
South Dakota, Washington Jefferson. What?
Is that Statue of Liberty?
No, the presidents on the
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Couldn't get it out on that. Right.
terrible.
20 points.
Not himself.
No.
Been there, but I couldn't think of it.
Okay, your last one in this packet. Norman Thomas ran for President of the United States 6 times between 1928 and 1948 as the candidate for what political party?
Socialist.
He was a socialist, yes. Okay, Rovers. What title is given to a Tibetan priest?
Llama.
Lama is correct. Next one. Name the race of warrior women famed for their exploits in the Trojan War and ruled by a queen.
It's got to be Amazons, I think.
Amazon.
Amazons is correct. What is the last name of the brothers James and Charles, who sold a lot of processed cheese to the U.S. Army during World War I?
Kraft. Kraft.
Kraft, right. What else would you expect with cheese in there,
I
too?
didn't
So
either.
another bonus for the Rovers. Okay, Scorpions. In what world country can you find the CN Tower in the Saddle Dome Arena?
Canada.
Canada is right. What was the name given to the first political representative assembly in America?
Continental Congress.
No, that's not correct.
Burgesses and the Burgesses in Virginia.
House of Burgesses.
Okay.
House of Burgesses.
Yes, the House of Burgesses in Virginia.
Virginia.
We've all visited, I'm sure, at Williamsburg. They're
I
wonderful.
was thinking national, not local.
Okay, next one. What English aristocrat, soldier, explorer, and adventurer financed the Roanoke settlement in the New World in 1587?
Sir Walter Raleigh.
Raleigh is correct on that, too. Okay, for the Rovers. New Year's Day and what other holiday are the only 2 federal holidays that can fall on the 1st of the month?
Yeah, I think so. Labor Day.
Labor Day, yes, and coming up in a few weeks. Just about when we'll be watching this show. That is correct. Next one. What is the only Central American country whose national anthem is sung in English?
Belize.
Belize, right. Former English colony. That is correct. In his famous late evening ride, who rode a horse believed to be named Brown Beauty?
Paul Revere.
Paul Revere is correct. So another bonus for the Rovers. They are on a roll, too. So we've had another wonderful segment. We're going to take a pause. Charles, would you be quiet? We're going to pause here for another break. Before we finish up the game, the score now is a big gap here. Oak Crest Rovers 380, the Scorpions 190. So we'll be right back in a few moments. Enjoy this announcement. Welcome back for our final segment, a stretch to the end of today's game. The score once again, the Oak Crest Rovers 380, the Scorpions 190. So let's see how we can handle the last batch of questions here. Once again for the Scorpions. Hungarian cuisine uses what orange-red spice as a mainstay flavoring in its food?
Paprika.
Paprika is right. After Paris, what world city has the most French-speaking people?
Quebec.
No, that's not correct.
That's not a world capital.
Did you say world capital?
Yes.
Nope. No answer there. You're close. Is Montreal.
Montreal.
Montreal is a bigger city than Quebec. even though Quebec is the provincial capital, I believe. Okay, and the last
I thought
one.
Ottawa was capital.
The Royal Anne cherry is most commonly used to make what specially treated cherry that is dyed red or green?
Maraschino.
Yeah, maraschino.
Maraschino. Get it in your cocktail. I hope you don't drink too many. Okay, Rovers. What U.S. fast food chain boasts that they serve hot donuts?
Krispy Kreme.
Who?
Dunkin' Donuts. No, wait.
No.
No answer there?
Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme, yes. Oh, they are so good and so fattening.
Visualizing it, but I didn't get the name.
Okay, Rovers. What nursery rhyme character was warned that the cow was in the corn?
Wee Willie Winky.
No, not Wee Willie Winky.
Little Boy Blue.
Little
Yeah.
Boy Blue, yes, on that too. What man partnered with Edward Williams in 1866 to, quote, cover the earth, unquote, in paint?
Sherwin Williams.
Sherwin Williams is the paint, yes. Henry Sherwin is the man. He partnered with Edward Williams, and we still have Sherwin Williams paint. That is correct. Okay, Scorpions. What were the first two initials of the character played by Larry Hagman in the television series Dallas?
J.R.
J.R. Ewing, yes. Mean
I
person.
never watched that.
From the Latin for, quote, having a sharp point, unquote, what word is an adjective meaning keeping to an arranged time? No answer there?
Coming up with anything? Pass.
Passing to? Having a sharp point. What are you going to say?
Punctual. She said,
Punctual is correct. Punctual, keeping in an arranged time. You are punctual. Right, that is it. I was going to say, having a sharp, we puncture something with it. Okay, the last question. What predominantly black District of Columbia University was named for the 1860s head of the Freedmen's Bureau?
Howard.
Howard University is correct on that too. And so for the Rovers in the last questions, what was the first name of famed 19th century showman P.T. Barnum?
Phineas.
Yes. Phineas.
Phineas. I don't know, what was the T? I forget now what the T was. Phineas Barnum is correct. Right. Who was the only U.S. president to win a Pulitzer Prize?
Kennedy. Clinton got one, didn't
Who?
he? Didn't Clinton get one?
I don't think so.
I think it's Kennedy.
Scorpions.
We think we know. We'll pass.
You're going to pass. Charles, what did you say? You won't be penalized.
Yeah, I know.
John F. Kennedy. Profiles in
I had
Courage
it.
in the 1950. He won the Pulitzer Prize. We've had 4 Nobel Prize winners presidents, but only one. Okay, the last question of the match. After 1948, what tiny devices were used to replace vacuum tubes in electronic equipment?
Little tiny electronic things, oh my God. Transistors.
Okay. Transistors.
Transistors is correct on that too. So that brings us to the end of today's game. With the final score, the Crest Rovers 430, the Scorpions 300. So not as close a game as we've had the last game, but still a fun game. I hope you all enjoyed it. We'd like to thank all the contestants who participated today for their wonderful activity, and I hope they enjoyed it. I hope you at home enjoyed the game, and so we will be saying goodbye. Check again next week for another episode of Mind Over Memory. Bye now.